One tune, yeah. Zaga Zaga. Be the man of the girls, them sugar. The girls, them world class lover. The girls, them need this. Well, me love them shape and figure. Yeah, the man them where the girl admire. Not the girl that make them ball out for jaja. And I me got the girls, them power. Here we cool and Maya sing by the Havana.
The stars at the sky for you.
Zaga Zaga
There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do.
Wow.
If I could be your girl.
Zaga Zaga.
If I could be your girl.
Excuse me, baby, but I will just have to tell you this. It's been a while since I done my year in your tenderness. Your Coca-Cola bottle shape and all the cherry lips. I know you alone, me want to hug love up and then me kiss. And I want to show you I'm a man that's very romantic. But you's a very choosy girl, that's why me never itch. Nothing got you see me now, that you me want to strip. But listen when me sing this, knock a ticket. Be the man of the girls, them sugar. The girls, them world class lover. Me love them shape and figure. You know them need this. Yeah, the man them where the girls them admire. When the girls them love me by the hour. When me come with the girls them power. So you don't hear when my heart says.
The stars at the sky for you.
Yeah.
There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do.
Zaga.
If I could be your girl.
Alright, good. Alright, yeah.
If I could be your girl.
Yeah, man, screech it. One cup of water and 3 sour lime. You a John mine, me a Joe grind. You give her the money and me kill her with the wine. When you're there at work, she there on your mind. But she there at Neptune's gate at daytime. Catch! When I write me and I call me and I tell me that my brother Richie Poe just hit the jackpot. But to the fashion and the ways and the style we got. Be the man of the girls, them sugar. The girls, them world class lover. The girls, them need this. Me love them shape and figure. Love the girl, them buy that hour. When them ball and cry for them mother. Now you know me have the girl, them power. Who look cool and listen my heart to say.
Angel,
Zaga.
you're my love.
Yeah. Come again, selector. Get down, watch your dance on fire. We see some light on the air now. Light on the air. Light on the air. Light on the air right now. More light right now. Inspire. Come sing again, baby. Amen.
Angel,
Zaga.
you're my love.
Yeah.
Angel, I wanna be your wife.
Yeah.
Angel,
Zaga.
angel,
Yeah.
you and I explore.
So what you do?
The stars at the sky for you.
Zaga.
There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
If I could be your girl. If I could be your girl.
Yeah. Zaga.
The stars at the sky for you.
I'll be you.
There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
If I could be your girl.
Wow. Yeah.
If I could be your girl, should I explore?
Yeah.
I'd take the stars at the
Online 24/7. Tag Community Voice Radio. The radio station for Thurrock's BAME community. Subscribe, listen live, and download our app from the Apple and Google App Stores.
Yes, and welcome to the Thurrock Talks Show. Wow, a show for the community, by the community. Wow. Boy, have we got a wonderful lineup of show for you today. And the music we played just before we opened up the show was the very popular song by Bashment dancehall legendary artist Beenie Man, featuring obviously your girl Maya, one of the wonderful R&B sensation. All right, that track brings back memory. Brings back a lot of memories. But anywho, hello listeners and viewers, welcome to another spanking episode of the Thurrock Talks Show. This show is all about the community. This is a show that amplifies the voice of the community. A show for the community by the community. And I'm your boy Kazeem Balogun, and we are broadcasting live and direct from Tag Radio SX. This is a show where we dig into the heart of the community, and today we have a jam-packed lineup of show for you. But just before we get into the show, I need you, those of you that have been actively, listening and viewing, the show, you would know by now the two things or more. If I can chuck one more in there, I need you to do is, first and foremost, I need you to get at your phones, whether you're using iPhone or you're using Android, whatever the case might be. I need you, if you are an Apple iPhone device user, make sure you log on to your App Store and download Tag Radio. And if you are an Android device user, make sure you log on to your Play Store and download Tag Radio. Okay, you can be sure to follow us on our social media. It's all there for you on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube. We are at Tag Radio 1. Okay, so make sure you follow us on social media pages. Okay, we are also on Spotify, by the way, so you can catch all our podcasts, all our exclusive podcasts on Spotify. And the lines in the studio are officially open in case you want to interact with us in the studio, or you want to offer some comments or share your contributions. Whatever the case may be, feel free to do so. The lines again are officially opened, and it's 07920 026406, and it's 07920 026407. I'll take that one more time. It's 07920 026406 or 07920 026407. You can hear us in the studio. The lines are officially opened, right? We are diving into the latest economic shifts in Thurrock, highlighting the local efforts, driving our tech scene and shining a spotlight on our true community heroes. Okay, we can't forget about our wonderful community heroes, those that are doing something meaningful and adding a positive impact, something of value to the community. Okay, but that's not all. I promise you that's not all. Stick around. Okay, make sure you actually do stick around, because we're going to take you on a vibrant journey through the Notting Hill Carnival 2024. I mean, come on, everyone's talking about the recently concluded Notting Hill Carnival 2024. And if you are in Thurrock and you went, please feel free to hit us on socials. Feel free to hashtag Notting Hill Carnival 2024. I would like to hear your reviews. Actually, did you actually attend the event? If you did attend, let's have a dialogue. Just share your comments of the carnival by going onto our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram at Tag Radio 1, or our YouTube, and just share your comments as what you think of the Notting Hill Carnival 2024. Everyone's literally talking about it. So hey, why don't we have a conversation about it? Hey, so if you attended, let me know, or you can actually just hit me in the chat. You can just in the chat below, just give us a chat and let us know. But make sure you're hashtagging Notting Hill Carnival 2024 so that we know that your comment is in relation to the Notting Hill Carnival 2024. So we have we're going to be breaking down the highlights, the performances, and all the obviously the controversy and media coverage. What did the actual controversy around the media coverage. I love media, and anything related to media, I'm always on it. So I would like, just a quick review of what mainstream media, had to say about the about Nottingham Carnival 2024. So we're gonna get into some of that. So grab a seat, make some coffee. Okay, I know the weather is not that encouraging this morning, but hey, you've got me. You've got me. All right, so grab a coffee, or or something stronger. I mean, I'm not judging, whatever floats your boat, and then we'll get into it right here on Thurrock Talks. Remember, this is a show for the community, by the community. This is a show where we actually amplify the voice of the community. Okay, so make sure you do not touch that dial, okay, because when we come right back from this short commercial break, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go straight into this particular conversation, because Notting Hill Carnival, who doesn't want to talk about the carnival? Hey, it's a wonderful mix of culture. So when we come back from this short commercial break, what we're going to do is we're going to dive in and have this conversation. Okay, so remember, you are tuned in to the Thurrock Talks Show, a show for the community, by the community. This is a show where we amplify the voice of the community. All right, do not touch that dial. See you after this short musical break.
Make it dance. See how they find you truly. Yeah, give me mighty wine. You get the way they do me. Yeah, dance. See how they find you truly. Yeah. She talk say that me go be a mentor. I tell her say I been a bitch young cock. Whoa, baby mentor. And the things you they do with yourself, you they bust my mind. Mentor. I'ma get some be mal or not get it. Till the money, I'ma take a sorrow. I dey love how you move to the bass like whoa. You get the way you did do me. I'ma make it dance. Say I dey find you truly. Yeah, give me mighty wine. You get the way you did do me. Yeah, dance. Say I dey find you truly. Yeah, give me mighty wine. You get the way you did do me. I'ma make it dance. See how they find you truly. Yeah, give me 91. You get the way you did do me. Yeah, dance. See how they find you truly. Yeah. Girl, when you rotate, so many things where they cross my mind. Where they make me want to chase up on you, say my girl all night. Girl, when you rotate, you girl, I know come to dim your light. Come to do you shy with you one time. Girl, if not my day for you. Save my grace, so I'm my grace for you. I'ma say I hold on to you. For you, it's true. You get the way you did do me. I'ma make it dance. Say I did find you true. Mighty wine, you get the way you did do me, yeah, dance. See how they find you truly, yeah, give me mighty wine. You get the way you did do me, I'ma make it dance. See how they find you truly, yeah, give me mighty wine. You get the way you did do me, yeah, dance. See how they find you truly, yeah. From yard where they cool my mind, where they kill my find you truly. Yeah, give me mighty wine. You get the way you did do me. Yeah, dance. Say I did find you truly. Yeah, give me mighty wine. You get the way you did do me. One more can make it dance. Say I did find you truly. Yeah, give me mighty wine. You get the way you did do me. Yeah, dance. Say I did find you truly. Yeah.
Online 24/7. Tag Community Voice Radio. The radio station for Thurrock's BAME community. Subscribe, listen live, and download our app from the Apple and Google App Stores.
Yes. Welcome back to the Thurrock Talks Show. A show where we amplify the voice of the community. A show for the community, by the community, with your boy Kazeem Balogun, and we are broadcasting live from Tag Radio SX. Okay, the music we played there just before the short musical break was the legendary. This artist it can't, what in his own right, actually, in his own actual right, can now be classified as a legend. I think he has transitioned into the legendary Hall of Fame. He's the legend himself, the Afrobeat's finest, one of the giants in the game, Wizkid, with track titled Mighty Wine. Fantastic. Remember, you are tuned in to the Thurrock Talks Show with your boy Kazeem Balogun. This is a show where we amplify the voice of the community. It's a show for the community, by the community, and we are broadcasting live from Tag Radio SX. Okay, remember to follow us on social media platforms as well, on Facebook and Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook and YouTube is at Tag Radio 1, and you can join in the conversation. The lines in the studio are officially opened. It's 07920-026-407 or 07920-026-407. Right, you could just call in the studio live and share your thoughts, share your contributions. We are more than happy to hear from you. All right, so let's do a deep dive into what's happening, what's actually going on in the borough of, this is a Thurrock Talk Show, right? And it would be improper not to actually talk about what's happening in the borough of Thurrock. I know everyone wants me to get into the Carnival 2024, but wait. Before we do that, let's talk about what's happening in the borough. So, the local economy has been going through some challenges, as we all know, but there's some good news, actually. The good news is that job opportunities are increasing in the actual borough, and new initiatives are helping local businesses stay afloat. Thurrock is actually becoming a more tech savvy. Every day is becoming a lot more. Technology is bringing about positive changes. It's actually driving change in the borough of Thurrock. With schools going digital and startups. If you look around you, this is after COVID. I know during COVID, a lot of local businesses closed up, but after COVID, there's been trends of new startups actually opening up, and I want to give a special shout out to those entrepreneurs who are not actually giving up, who are looking for ways to make their businesses to actually thrive. If you just look in the community of Thurrock, you can see new startups actually popping up. And let's not forget about climate. Local efforts to reduce our carbon footprint are gaining momentum. There's a climate action workshop that's happening at the community center. So those of our listeners and viewers who are interested in climate change, you could actually participate in the climate action workshop that is taking place in the community center. Okay, right. What I want to do now is I want us to shine a light. This is, for me, this is my favorite part of the show, actually. It's the spotlight corner, where we actually spotlight and recognize and shine the light on some incredible individuals who are making a significant difference in the borough of Thurrock. Okay. This week, we are going to be spotlighting. We are going to be shining the light on a particular individual. Oh goodness me, I'm so in love with this individual. It's none other than Sarah Adewale. Sarah Adewale is actually a teacher who's been running an after-school STEM club for young girls. Sarah actually noticed that girls in her school weren't getting as much involved in science and technology, and she took matters into her own hands. She's been using her time, her own time, to teach young girls, about coding, robotics, and even basic engineering, girls aged between 10 to 14. She's been actively engaging them and teaching them this particular skill. So it's very important that we at Tag Radio, as a community voice radio station on the Thurrock Talks Show, a show for the community, by the community, recognize the significant effort that Sarah Adewale and the value and the meaningful contributions she's actually adding in the lives of young girls between the age of 10 to 14. Sarah, we want to give you a remarkable shout out for your incredible work. It's actually people like you, who make Thurrock a great place to live. And if you know someone, if anyone of our listeners and viewers knows anyone who deserves to be spotlighted or to shine the light on in our spotlight corner, give us a shout. Okay, give us a shout on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. It's at Tag Radio 1. Give us a shout out if you know anyone doing something incredible in the community of Thurrock that deserves a shout out in our spotlight corner. Do let us know so we can actually give them a special recognition on our show. Or if you would just want to talk to us directly about someone or it could be yourself, you can feel free to call the lines on 07920-026-406. That's 07920-026-406 or 07920-026-407. Give us you can call the lines now. It's officially opened, and just let us know whether it's you or anybody else that you might actually know that actually deserves to get a special shout out. I mean, it's very important that we are supportive of our community, and we are doing everything we reasonably can to actually put the spotlight back into the community. I mean, this is the Thurrock Talks Show, a show for the community, by the community. We are going to take another short musical break, and when we come back, we are going to do a deep dive into the intricate details, just what you've been waiting for, of the Notting Hill Carnival 2024. Remember, you are tuned in to the Thurrock Talks Show, a show for the community, by the community, with yours truly, Kazeem Balogun. Alright, I'll see you after this short music break. Do not touch that dial.
Non-stop turn and twist. God of His mercy. What's the girl of God? Here, bunch of man to the me all a walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, tell me where you get it from. Tap on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Girl, let me in, me everything where you are waiting. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, how will you get it from? Tap on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Girl, let me in. Why? Cause we would be more than dead to take a hand and lead you to the promised land. Me 20-foot diamond, all you got to do is be true, so let's go respond. Satisfy your emotion. Hotter for the press, instantly she was. She no old and tough, and she no got time no rust. Things smooth and precious like she never get a cut. One son to expand up that to all and pull up. Giddy up, me I forget you is a mouse. Think I walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body can tell me where you get it from. Now find your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in me everything, but no man at all, you no look for them way. You look good enough to guess them play. I'm a rattan man, she says she want one to stay. I'm Buju wanna walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, tell me where you get it from. Not find your entrance from, papa, pam, pam. Girl, let me in, me got the thing where you want wait on. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, how will you get it from? Not find your entrance from, papa, pam, pam. Girl, let me in, why? I sing, oh man, I want to settle down, really start a plan to hold you look, I come to one conclusion. Wow, you supposed to know the work, supposed to full of action. Music are playing, your waist and wristband. Don't stop sticking just like a time bomb. I do every man want slam, but you want another walk like a champion, act like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, tell me where you get it from. Not find your entrance, pam, papa, pam, pam. Girl, let me in, me got it where you want wait on. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, how will you get it from? Not find your entrance, ram, papa, pam, pam. Girl, let me in, cry. And but you will be more than time to take your hand and lead you to the promised line. Be 20-foot dive on. All you got to do is be true, so let's correspond. Satisfying your emotion. At top of the breast, instantly she was. She know all that tough, and she know that I know us. She's smooth and precious, like she never get a cut. One son to expand, I got to a lamp pull up. Giddy up, me I forget her is a mouse. But you wanna walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, tell me where you get it from. Not find your entrance, ram, papa, pam, pam. Can't let me in, me got it in where you are wait on. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, how will you get it from? Not find your entrance, ram, papa, pam, pam. Can't let me in, why? Enough man a time, you know, no feel them where you look. Put your love against no matter what a girl say. Put on your clothes, it's like a display. Man, I steer about night and day. Could I be only a human lady? With a girl just smile on her face and say, hey, hey. Want a man to walk it, not to play. Want a marathon man who can stay. Me all walk like a champion, act like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram, papa, pam, pam. Can't let me in, me got the thing where you are wait on. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. A piece of money, the woman, where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram, papa.
Yeah, and girl, me want for you all, yo. Put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Girl, me want for just squeeze you. Put me things all around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Me guide them jam, me no care. You take it anytime, anywhere. In the square, so me no fear. Long as a woman, I will be there. Me want a girl, me can't wine for me. Me want a girl, me can't take care of me. Make me feel it, and make me feel it. Oh, me have to really squeeze it. Girl, me want for you all, yo. Put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Girl, me just want to squeeze ya. Put me things all around ya. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Oh Lord, like a fast bike on the road, boom, 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 boom. Girl, on the back and she a boom, 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 boom. Give me the bag of one now, the fat cum, cum, cum. Me the play last one time, me come to cum, cum. Me out of control. I'm more fire she want in her soul. She say more and more and still she grow. And still me multiply more than me want fi just hold ya. Put me arms right around ya. Can you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life? Girl, me want fi just squeeze ya. Put me arms right around ya. Can you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life? Squeeze ya. Around ya. Tightest hold me ever get in my life. Sweet little girl there. Yeah, this hold me ever get in my life. Oh, me hide them try and me no care. Me take it anytime, anywhere. In the square, so me no fear. Long as a woman, I will be there. Me want a girl when take care of me. Me want a girl that can wine for me. Let me feel it, let me feel it. Show me that you can turn. Girl, me want for you all, yo. Put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Girl, Girl, me just want to squeeze ya, put me things all around ya. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Squeeze ya, around ya. Tightest hold me ever get in my life. Love, yeah, and I ramp as done as it come to cool.
Online 24/7. Tag Community Voice Radio. The radio station for Thurrock's BAME community. Subscribe, listen live, and download our app from the Apple and Google App Stores.
Yes. Welcome back to the Thurrock Talks Show. A show for the community by the community. This is a show where we actually amplify the voice of the community. And just before on that short musical break that we just went on, the song that was played was a popular song by another legend himself, Bashment legend himself, Buju Banton, and that was song titled Champion. And another legend, I would say, in the making, Egyptian. I mean, this song is a classic, by the way. It goes way back. That's Hodia, that song, he's a smash hit, and that's just to set the scene for the next segment of our show today on the Thurrock Talk Show. We are broadcasting live from Tag Radio SX. Okay, just before we get into the next segment of the show, where we're going to be talking about all things Notting Hill Carnival 2024, which I know you've been waiting for. Make sure you're following us on our social media pages, on Facebook, on Twitter, now called X, by the way. On Instagram and on YouTube is at Tag Radio 1. All right, and you can join in the conversations in the studio. The lines are officially opened. It's 07920-026-406 or 07920-026-407. We would like to hear your Notting Hill Carnival 2024 experience. Okay, so if you are sharing your experiences on our social media pages, which I would encourage you to, make sure you hashtag Notting Hill Carnival 2024, because somewhere down the show, down the line in the show, what I would do is I would be reading out some of your comments or helping you to share your experiences. So you can share your experiences on our social media platforms or in the comments, in the actual comments here, or you could call in to the studio to share. If you attended the event and you wanted to share your experience, you can call in the studio and share your experiences. Okay, the lines are officially open, and the lines again are 07920-026-406 or 07920-026-407. Okay then, Notting Hill Carnival 2024. Let's get right into it then. So, I mean, literally everyone's talking about Notting Hill Carnival 2024. It was a wonderful event, and to kick things off, I want us to take a look. It's so those listeners and viewers who may be tuning in from different countries, I know that on my show particularly, I've got viewers tuning in from America, some from Tokyo, from all the way from Nigeria. I've got viewers tuning in from London, from Essex as well, local, and the other local area. But I've also got viewers who are tuning in internationally from the United States as well. So shout out to all those viewers who are tuning in from the USA. We got New York in the house. We have Chicago in the house. Okay, great. We have Washington DC in the house. We have Maryland in the we got Maryland in the house. We've got Lagos in the house, where I'm originally from, by the way. Lagos. I'm a dedicated Lagosian. Shout out to those viewers who are tuning in all the way from Lagos. Special shout out. I love you guys. We've got viewers tuning in from Abuja, from Ibadan. Wow, that is absolutely impressive, wonderful, massive shout out to all those viewers who are tuning in internationally. I mean, because of time, I'm not able to go through the individual countries you are actually tuning in from, but keep the love coming. I do appreciate it. Right, we're just gonna get into the Nottingham Carnival 2024 now. Literally is on everybody's lips, so it will be an injustice if we don't talk about it or we don't review it on the Thurrock Talks Show. Okay, right. So, but to kick things off, what I want to do is to just take a quick look back. To take a quick look at the roots, of this incredible event. So those who may not know what the those who may not be aware of the history behind the Nottingham Carnival, is very important that, because there is a history behind it to why this popular event is being celebrated every year. Okay, so the Nottingham Carnival. So here is a bit of a fun fact for you. All right, because part of my duty on this particular show is to educate the community. So here is and it's very important that we educate ourselves. So if there is something that I've missed out and you want to check me on it, or you want to contribute, feel free to also do so as well. Okay, this is a show for the community, by the community. We are doing this together. Okay, so the Nottingham Carnival started way back in 1966. Jesus, I wasn't even born then. 1966, it was born from the Windrush generation's desire to actually celebrate their Caribbean heritage, in the heart of London, So, I mean, as far as diversity is concerned, in line with the Equality and in line with the Equality Act, it's about appreciating diversity. And when you look at London, one of my favorite cities, besides New York, I love New York. Oh my God! Besides New York, one of my favorite cities is the city where I was originally born, London. I love London with all my heart, all my soul, with everything within me. I just love London. All right, it's a city that never sleeps. All right, so, and if you look at it, if you actually look at it, London is rich and it's very diversified. London appreciates diversity, so Nottingham Carnival stems from that. All right, so, and it was it was birthed way back in 1966. I'm pretty sure majority of us was not actually born then. All right, so for those unfamiliar, the Windrush generation basically refers to the people who actually migrated from the Caribbean to the United Kingdom between the timeline of 1948 and 1971. Well, at least my father was born then, Sorry to throw you out there, Dad. I love you to pieces, okay? But I mean, I wasn't born in this time, so it's for me, like, when I was doing my research, I was like, oh my goodness, like this is not just an event that happened last or couple of years. This has been ongoing before many of us young viewers and listeners were actually born. It's been ongoing, so it's really what's the word I'm looking for? It's really overwhelming to find out, that level of research, that, oh my goodness, this, and now you have a lot more appreciation for the Nottingham Carnival. Like, wow, like they've been celebrating this since 1966, so it is a big deal. Okay, it is a big deal. All right, so that's the Windrush generation. So those were the people that actually migrated, from the Caribbean to the United Kingdom between the period of 1948 and 1971. Helping basically they helped rebuild post-war Britain. They brought with them, so when they crossed over, when they came over, these people actually brought with them vibrant music, which if you look at the music choices we've been playing so far, we've been intentional with our music choices. You would actually notice we've been playing a lot of bashment. That was very intentional, just to set the scene, okay, and to recognize and also to pay homage to the Caribbeans and to also pay homage to the fact that, this Not No Carnival has been ongoing for quite some time, and obviously we are in the middle of a transition, because now we have, this is a Thurrock African group, and many of our viewers and listeners may be thinking, okay, yeah, that is subject to debate, by the way, because I know there's an ongoing argument where some of not all the Caribbeans, but some Caribbeans think, well, I did not originate from Africa. Well, for me personally, that is a subject for that is a completely, an entirely different conversation. But so long as you're black, and you heard this here first, you heard this here first. So long as you're black, you absolutely originate from Africa. If you do your DNA carefully, you will see that your origin, leads back to Africa. So it's not a question whether you're African or Caribbean or whatever tribe we claim. So long as you're black, I just want to make it absolutely clear on this show, so long as you're black, I am telling you that you actually originate from Africa. Okay, so it's very important that we actually celebrate the Notting Hill Carnival, and then we can see, and like I was saying earlier, the reason why it also links with the African community is the fact that Afrobeats is being premiered in the carnival. It's being premiered, so it's now it is embracing different cultures of music, not just bashment or dancehall or what have you. I know that's the origin, but now that is spreading to different facets now. So Afrobeats has now come on the scene and is also dominating, okay, and we can see the collaborations between the bashment artists or dancehall artists and the Afrobeats artists, and we can see this wonderful rich diversity that is happening in London, all right, through the Notting Hill Carnival all right. So this year basically marks 58 years of the carnival. Another fun fact, you heard it here first. This year, 2024, marks 58 years of carnival, a celebration of freedom, very important, culture and unity before the rise of Afrobeat. So before Afrobeats emerged into the scene, there's been a wonderful celebration of freedom, and how better is it to celebrate through music? Music is a universal language, okay? So before the rise of Afrobeats, the sounds of the carnival were actually dominated, by reggae, calypso, soca, and steel pan music. Just another fun fact for you. So before Afrobeats came into the scene, this particular carnival was mainly, dominated by reggae, calypso, soca, and steel pan music, and now obviously with the UK, there's now introductions, with UK grime, UK hip hop, so artists like Bashi, Chipmunk, they also set the stage ablaze, all right. So, but over the years, the influence of Afrobeat is undeniable, as erupted onto the scene like volcano, right? Becoming an integral part of the festivities, right? And this year, the Afrobeat vibes were stronger than ever. All right. I must apologize for my choice of words. I did say earlier that the influence of Afrobeats has erupted onto the scene like volcano, and that is not to disrespect or no intention of disrespect to those countries that are facing the adverse effects of volcano. That is just a term we use metaphorically when we want to say something is literally skyrocketing, something is taking over the actual territory, okay? And in this case, Afrobeats actually is, Afrobeats has strongly emerged into the scene and is literally dominating the musical charts. Hence the reason, it's a no-brainer but to feature it and continue to feature it in the Notting Hill Carnival. So all right, let's now switch gears quickly and talk about the event that had everyone buzzing. Obviously it's the Notting Hill Carnival 2024. This year's carnival alone was not just a cultural feast, but also a massive economic booster. So for those, and I'm really, really happy that the figures were actually presented. This year, Notting Hill Carnival 2024 actually generated a whopping £396 million. Boom. £396 million. That's right. That's absolutely right. This celebration is not just about fun, but it's a huge boost to the economy as well. It actually generated, according to a trustworthy source, this particular event generated a whopping £396 million. That's how much it generated, and that's how much value and impact it's had on the economy. So this year's carnival, was a sensory overload in the best way possible. The streets of West London were alive with infectious rhythms of Afrobeats, reggae, and soca. And let me just drop this here. The stages were blazing with performances from serious heavyweights. Afrobeats legend, the band. Many of us know Oliver Twist. Sorry, excuse my voice. I know I'm not one to be in the choir, but hey, I do try. Right, but the band was seen to be performing. It actually brought down the house. While on the UK side, veterans like Bashi, Chipmunk, and other grime and hip hop artists set the stage on fire. Like it was, the musical performance was just fire. It was, they set the stage ablaze, right? Oh wow. I mean, from looking at it, the Notting Carnival, as we established earlier, just to see how over the years is now embracing different artists, UK and this artist actually, Bashi, Chipmunk, or this other grime and UK hip hop artists. If you look at their background, some of them actually have originated from the Caribbean. So it's a wonderful thing. They also came to support and to celebrate where they actually ethnically originated from. So and obviously to have full representation of the Afrobeats corner, it was wonderful. So powerful DJs were actually there, and to see the band blaze the stage, it was a wonderful thing. All right. So don't just take my word for it. It's very important that you don't take my word for it. But I know that some of our localites, some of the residents in Thurrock actually made a trip to the Notting Hill Carnival 2024, and this next segment of the show is the time where I want to hear from you. I'm just going to scroll through and see how many of our listeners and viewers have actually responded. Let me just have a quick look. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so right, I've got Sade Johnson. Sade Johnson. Shout out to Sade Johnson, by the way. Thank you for sharing your comments. I'm just going to quickly, so because of my time, I may not be able to pick every single one of you, but I'll do my best to read out just a few. So first up is Sade Johnson. So Sade Johnson she's a nurse from Thurrock. So she's saying, it was my first time at the Notting Hill Carnival, and it was incredible. The colors, the costumes, the energy, just wow. I felt such a strong connection to my roots, and it's something I will never forget. Wow. That is mind-blowing right there. For me, it's just like when I travel back home, I'm originally I'm ethnically from Lagos, Nigeria. So whenever I travel back home, that sense of belonging, that identity, that strong community, that strong sense of this is where I belong. I completely feel you, and I get where you're coming from. So thank you for sharing. What a wonderful way to connect with your roots, right? So thank you for sharing. I've also got here, let me just scroll down. I've got Michael Adebayo. So hey, I'm Michael, a tech entrepreneur. For me, the carnival was all about that blend of traditional and modern, seeing how our culture evolves and stays vibrant. It was the perfect mix of old and new. Wow. So it's like culture clash, right? Old meets new, or I wouldn't necessarily say old meets new. I'll probably say classic meets modern. We put it that way, classic meets modern, and we can see the differences, the actual cultural clash. So thank you for those comments there. That's quite powerful. Thank you so much, Michael. Shout out to Michael Adebayo for sharing his comments. And moving on, I've got Emily White. She's saying, I'm Emily, a social sciences student, and I love the food, jerk chicken, curry goat, you name it. But I have to say the police presence was a bit overwhelming. I get why they were there, but it did feel a little intense at times. I mean, that is quite a powerful comment. I mean, it's very important for the police to do their job, to police the community, because I do know from previous Notting Hill carnivals there's been issues relating to crime that were actually reported. So it's very important that the police are doing their job to actually police the community. But I love jerk chicken too, especially curry goat. Oh goodness me, now you're getting my appetite. Oh my god. Curry goat, jerk chicken, all that stuff. I'm not just a fan of my traditional food. This usual eba, pounded jam, ground rice, which I love dearly. But every now and again, I do, take on board Jamaican foods as well, actually, especially the jerk chicken and rice and peas. That's my fave. That has to be my fave. Jerk chicken, rice and peas. So shout out to Emily Y for this wonderful and powerful comments there, and sharing your experience of the Notting Hill Carnival. And finally, because of my time, I'm just gonna pick one more. I've got Jamal Robinson. So hi, I'm Jamal, a community leader from Thurrock. I brought my family, and it was a great experience for my kids. They got to see the richness of different cultures. The police presence was noticeable, but it didn't take away from the joy of the event for us. A wonderful shout out to Jamal Robinson. Thank you for sharing your experience, and what a wonderful day, hey, to take out the kids, to take out your children, take out your family, and for them to experience something different. So a massive shout out to Jamal Robinson for sharing with us your experience of the Notting Hill Carnival 2024. Wow. Because of time, please do feel free to go to our social media on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. It's at Tag Radio 1, and feel free to share your experiences. Okay, you can just and if you feel more comfortable, you can also DM us. Okay, so it's at Tag Radio 1. All right, so make sure you are hashtagging Notting Hill Carnival 2024, so we know that your experiences is in relation to Notting Hill Carnival 2024. Or if you wanted to call in the studio to share your experience, feel free to do so. The lines are officially opened. It's 07920026406, okay, and or 07920026407, okay. So feel free to share your experiences. Keep it coming. Okay, we are now going to take another short musical break, and when we come back, we are going to dive into the other nitty-gritties of the Notting Hill Carnival. Okay, remember, you are tuned in to the Thurrock Talks Show, a show for the community by the community. This is a show where we actually amplify the voice of who? Of the community. Okay, we are just going to take a short commercial break. Make sure you sit tight and do not touch that dial.
Can't trust nobody. Alright. Hey. Ever get to you? Them can't stop the dream. Goalie. One time gone, long time gone, when me never have nothing. One or two slices of bread, be careful what you bully beef thin cut you. Now a 10 key, and me don't even know which door figure open. Me full of enemy, everywhere me go, me have to walk with the something. Now make them stop me when me reach so far. Left mama down a yard, me a do it for her. From me born, man I rise, man I reach the star. Hey, from me can't just a nigga, me no need for par. One shot, one pants, one shows one. Let me tell you about friend. Never come in the equation right now, and me never know them. Don't see it, see I pest them. Fake like me girl to breast them. Walk past and me bless them. Who no real go late to rest them. Fuck who no want see me rich, all who no want to see me with cars and hot bitch. One lock me down, me find the locksmith. Drop girl jaws a drop quick. Them sit down and a lip, no want me sang it. Them gyal a wine pon the cocky and split. And I see them too small, me a perfect fit. Go fit them anywhere, pon the earth them pick. More life, more money. Them a one bag of crosses. Them a not the bank, me have the bank account. Them a losses. You know see a game, so I play with life. Me have 12 years cartridge. How the fuck me fit up when me reach so far? If you to the mama, I fi do it for her. Oh yeah. From me born, man I rise, man I reach the star. Hey, me can't just a nigga, me no need for par. No, water house, my valley, chose land. Have a couple friends, I me never use one.